Let's see if we're live. We're waiting for the stream.
Stream, please come. It's like a river. The stream
Please,
flows down
please
river
come.
or fucking
Please
goes
come.
up river.
Let's
Oh, I gotta
see
call.
how
I
this
gotta
is gonna go.
call.
We're live. We're live. We're live. I'm just letting you know, but I'm waiting to check to make sure we're live. Okay, we're waiting.
I'm live. I am live.
Because
I
the
know. I
internet
always know
is
when I'm
not
live.
cooperating.
Why would the internet cooperate? It's a big pile of
I feel
junk.
like we're live. I feel like we're live. We're live.
Well, we won't. No. Yeah, we're live.
No, that was the old live.
The old live. We need a new live. Oh, it's like fucking pain. Pain and suffering all in one.
Guys, if you can hear us,
Let me know.
hear us. Hello. Let's see.
In worst case scenario, I can just record everything. But
I feel like we're live.
same.
I feel like we're live. I feel like now
It's
we're
not
live.
the same.
We're live. Guys,
Are we
if
live?
you can hear us, we're having some internet difficulties. We're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. So if you can hear us, somebody, Tracy, Troy, David Tracy, loud and clear. David Tracy says loud and clear. We are live on Facebook. I'm going to check to make sure we're live on YouTube. We're doing this the old-fashioned way, folks. Because Facebook is not behaving, so we're going to do things the hard way. Here we are. Okay, we are live on Facebook and on YouTube. Happy Sunday, everyone. First of all, happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there, whether you're a feathered mother or a human mother or a four-legged mother, whatever kind of mother you are, happy Mother's Day to you. Ryan, I want to make sure that I can hear you now. Can I hear you?
Yeah.
Talk, Ryan, please.
You can hear. You're gonna hear me. I'm letting you. You're saying hi to all the mothers. I normally don't talk to that many mothers, so I only have one. But for all the mothers that aren't my mother, if you guys want to pretend that you're my mother today, you're more than welcome to. Again, you can get me birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, and you're gonna have to make up. Okay, I've got 39 for you to make up for. That's 39 birthdays, 39 Christmases, and 39 Easters. If you get me gifts for all those occasions, you can be my mother.
Oh God, I don't think anybody would want to be your mother, Ryan. God bless our mother. Big Nance, happy Mother's Day to you. What are we doing today? We are doing a little bit of feeding. The first feeding of the Pioneer One Loft race of 2022. We got a little bit of Ricky's mix going on here. What are we doing this year? Are we going with brand names? Versalaga, Van Robes, the rest of them? They are the greatest, aren't they? But we're going to show you how we race these pigeons all season long on the Ricky and Ryan mix. You guys are going to see when we break it down what Loft Manager Richard and Loft Manager Ryan think are the best feeds to feed, the best combinations, the best concoctions. We're freewheeling. Do you call it freewheeling, Ryan? What do we call this, what we're doing here?
Our new feed hasn't arrived yet, so it's okay. Right now, I call it we're not in a race mode. We're in a keep living mode and learn how to eat all of our favorite mixes. And that's what we're going to do. Now, tomorrow you might see something different. The next day you might see something different. It's like we're a long ways away from racing, so we're going to make some mixes up here as we go. Right now, this is basically what Ricky's feeding the breeders. You got your reindeer corn, you got your wheat, you got your barley, you got some pellets, and you got some oats. Again, nice and large. Beautiful. Large oats. You got some Burge yeast. You've got some lovely hemp oil. Okay, and you've got your different grits here. You got salt, we got sea grit, and we've got the redstone grit. And I mean, the quality of the birds, as again we say, I'm going to just bring this up and around. Quality of the young pigeons, second to none on this mix. No fret, no nothing. Very simple. Now, does it look like the most fanciest mixes we've seen in Europe? Absolutely not. Gets the job done with super health. Ken Ricky raised about 80 youngsters and no problems. And he's got his youngsters out now, and that's good. So I'm going to make the mixes up here, Leah.
Okay, Ryan is going to mix today's Sunday dinner, lunch, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to watch along. If you guys have questions, you know what to do. Put them in the comments below. Doesn't matter how trivial, how silly. If you're thinking it, there's probably somebody else thinking it. So do not be shy. Ask your questions. This is why we are here, guys. What do we got there, Ryan?
We got them all mixed together. It's just a one, equal parts of everything. Equal parts. Equal parts pellets, wheat, barley, corn, oats. Equal. Okay? Equal. Equal. Take a couple lugs of the hemp oil.
Okay, we've
Get
got
it on.
live hemp oil there. Is that what that is? Let's explain while we're going along.
Yeah, and you give them the hemp oil. What's great about hemp? It's a good fatty omega. It's good for the guts. Okay? We're going to use a lot of hemp oil in the season. Get it on the feed, mix it on the feed. And again, you make sure that feed's got a nice glisten. You don't want to waste it. You just want it to coat. Now, if your reindeer corn or your oats or your barley or your wheat has dust, flour dust from the grain, what's great about this is it binds it to the feed. Okay, so that's the first bind. Mix that on. Now we got the feed today out in the sun, so she's going to dry very quick, which is good.
Now,
And
guys, sorry, Ryan, why are we showing you this? Why are we showing you this? We're showing you this because you can absolutely have a successful race team, a successful race season without having to purchase big name, big brand feed. You can go back to basics, okay? Break it down and still give your pigeons the health and the nutrients they need to succeed. Who do we got there, Ryan?
this is a flying bitch, $50 money band on it. But what's so great about it is take a look at the health and the condition. The same mix you just seen. Guys, my buddy Stuart from the UK, Ricky, you know what we're feeding right now? We are feeding, what do they call antique roadshow corn? Okay? This is the shit they fed 50 years ago. But guys, 50 years ago, it still worked. Does it work today? Yes. Now, the feed's oiled up. It's got a nice glisten to it. And you touch it in your hands, you see a little bit of excess oil on your fingers. Now, 28% protein in the pellets. Why did we go with pellets this year? Because we know some breeders that send their birds only eat pellets. And we wanted to add a little bit of pellets to this year's mix. Guys, we're here to succeed. High protein. Okay, a little bit of Burr's yeast on the feed. They're going to use it this season, okay? Just a little bit.
Now, Ryan, all of these items that we're going to feed them today, they can all be easily found. Maybe the hemp oil might be a little tricky, but I think everything we have there on the table, everybody can easily find at their local feed co or farm supply, correct?
Yeah, you can find Burr's yeast literally everywhere. You can order it online, okay? Yeah, you just mix it in, That's it. Now, again, that's all it is. Now, we're going to let this dry. Now, we got some birds we're going to check in. We're going to leave it out here in the sun. That's fine. We don't add nothing else. Before we go into Ricky's loft, we're going to move
Before
over.
Wait, before we go into Ricky's loft, Ryan, if I can just have you rewind, if we could go back into those little feed pots and if we could just slowly go over everything we're including today in the feed, which can be found at your local feed store, folks. Okay, what is that?
Oats.
Oats. Okay, we've got
Not
oats.
just the large oats, big large oats. Hauled oats. Okay? Hauled oats. Okay? 28% pellet.
Turkey grower?
Pellet?
Turkey pellet?
Turkey pellet. You don't want the crumble, you want the pellet.
Okay.
Okay, that's 28% protein. Wow, lots of protein there. You got your regular red wheat.
Can be found
Okay.
at a local co-op, correct?
Yep.
Next.
And regular barley. Now, this isn't going to be the special barley we feed. This is the regular barley. Regular barley. Plain old barley.
Can be
And
found at a local co-op, guys. Next.
And there you go. Reindeer corn.
Reindeer corn. That's it, right? And the hemp oil.
And the hemp oil. And the hemp oil, guys, I buy it and I put it in a, what do they call these, Leah? You know what these are called. These
They're like
spouts.
spouts oil dispenser. Yep. So that's that's hemp oil. What else do we got? Brewer's yeast. Let's show that, please.
The Burge yeast, I used it all up, but just regular Burge yeast. Hold on, let me see if I have a little bit more here.
Which I believe you can find at health food stores. Like, it's not difficult to find brewer's yeast.
There you go, regular Burge yeast right here.
Okay, so these are all ingredients that you guys, anybody can find at a local feed store. It's not fancy. It's not a brand name. This is how we can do this. What do we got there?
We got on the left, the white there is salt, sea salt. We've got in the middle, we've got your regular redstone mixed grit. And on the far right, we've got your seaweed grit.
All right.
Again, most of this you'll find in your feed stores. It shouldn't be very hard. There you go. That's the simple mix.
So this is simple Ricky and Ryan mix that you guys can do at home. You don't need a special brand. You don't need a special nothing. You can do this at home, folks. Go ahead, Ryan.
And again, you can choose to do whatever you want. You don't want to use that, you don't have to. You want to use it, you can. You're not going to go backwards, I promise you that. Hey, I'm going to now check in Robert Simpson's birds. So I'm going to vaccinate them with the rota, get the photo done. Then that feed's drying. About 10 minutes, we'll go into your loft. You can feed yours, we'll show yours. I'll feed mine, and away we go. Ready to roll.
Guys, if you have questions, now is the time. I'm monitoring the comments. I can't throw them up there because we're doing this a different way because Facebook is not behaving, or YouTube. So if you guys have questions or comments about the feed, about the One Loft race, about the participants, about anything, now is the time. Who do we have here, Ryan?
Well, there's the first one up for Rob. There you go.
That is for Robert Simpson, Sandalwood Lofts. What's the band number on that one?
This one's 3607.
I'm going to get the name for that one. I'm going to find it while you do your photography.
All right, and I will move the camera over here so you guys see in the, we're going to hope that this works. Now, I might have to make a tweak here. Sometimes you do have to tweak her.
Tracy wants to know, why do you have to let the feed dry? Great question.
You just like to let it dry a little bit. I think you always do. I think it's better. It absorbs, everything absorbs in better. Now again, each to their own. I fed it wet. I fed it dry. Better. I think it is a little bit better, just a bit drier. Leah, that's about as good as I can get the camera for this way.
That's perfect.
That okay?
That's perfect.
Okay.
I wanted to show you guys the birds in the box and how Ryan works with them to take the photos. It amazes me how he's able to do it. I can't even handle a pigeon without it going squirrely. So the fact that he's able to get them to get up there on the perch and take their photo amazes me every single time. Robert Simpson, Sandalwood Lofts. As I still try and pull up the name of that pigeon. I'm working on it. Guys, got questions? Let us know.
Just like that one
says heat wave in Texas Saturday, 107. And for today, get you some of that crap. 107? I don't even think we've broke like 12 degrees yet here.
Yeah, 107, boy. That's quite.
That's fry the egg on the asphalt.
Yeah, as they say, and I tell you something that's true. See, there's heat warnings for your dogs on pavement or asphalt in Texas. They'll burn the bottoms of your feet off on your dogs.
That's
So
why we
just to
use
let,
strollers.
just,
That's why some of us use strollers, Ryan.
well, I don't know about using strollers. I don't know. If you're a weirdo, you might be using strollers, but hey, it's okay. Each to their own. All right, next bird up. I'll show you this one. So very simple. Whoa, there I come again. Next one up, 3604. There it is.
I am finding the name. Give me a moment. Sandalwood Loft, 3604, Lulu.
I like
Lulu
this pigeon.
going in Loft Manager Ryan's loft. Lulu. I think there's a little story about Lulu, Ryan.
Oh yeah, this is down from Geert and Leandra Munich. This is directly off a Munich pigeon, and a F-16
Oh,
from Bart and Vance Van Oekel.
oh, nice. So we've got Munich and Van Oekel combined in Lulu here. We're going to have a look at Lulu in a moment. The best of the Netherlands and Belgium, Van Oekel and Munich. Fantastic. God, I love to see that.
You see how I just moved the feet a bit? And I always bunt. If you come, it's okay. It's okay. Here, that's it. Take a nice picture. No, there you go. Very nice. Guys, sometimes. Oh,
Okay,
turn.
how do you do that? So effortlessly, and they don't freak out. How?
Well, first thing is I'm in a state of mind where I'm okay. They're okay. I always like to have the pigeon higher than me. I think a pigeon higher than you is a bit better. Uh, you can't be afraid. You have to. I use the feather and the bunt end of this of the dowel. So I've got force and I've got soft.
And can I ask a question? How did you figure out the whole feather on the stick trick? And Mike Vanderyak has a question. How did you figure that out, Ryan?
Well, look, watch my hand, okay? Watch. See my hand? Watch how the bird's going to react. See, the bird acts different. See this? That's an idiotic pigeon, would you say? I would say, no, it's not an idiotic pigeon. This is new to him. A feather, he knows a feather, and what do? We hide the bunt end of the stick. So, with a pigeon, you can rub the feather, right? It's soft, it's gentle, it's okay. I got to move him. The feather's moving them too. There's a bunt of it. There's the bunt of the feather. You see? So that's how I do it. Oh,
And
right there.
did you figure that out yourself, or
Yeah.
did
Yeah. You
someone
know
teach
why?
you that?
No, I figured it out myself. I did photos trying to move birds, move my hand, move this. Pigeons don't like your hand. A pigeon likes your hand if he knows your hand. If he doesn't know your hand, then you're not. This thing is a cat, right?
And
But
what do you
he knows the feather.
let's slow it down. What did you predominantly take photos of to start? Pigeons who didn't know you, right?
Yeah, you never photograph your own pigeons.
So what do we call that? We call that reading the play.
Well, yeah, you learn.
That is
You
what
learn.
makes you a good loft manager. Just saying.
Well, you can say I'm a good loft manager, but you start to learn ways to make it comfortable for the pigeon. If the pigeon's calm and relaxed, the first one I forgot to vaccinate. If the pigeon is calm and relaxed, and I'm calm and relaxed, then it's going to work better. And I tell you, my hand, they're never calm and relaxed with for photos. First things first, the photo box is new to them, right?
Right.
Bright light, they got a camera on, they've got, this is not a nice texture in here. This is slippery, okay? This is like inside of a cupboard. Pigeons' feet don't feel good on this. I use a wood block. They love the feel of the wood block. It feels security to them. Their feet feel nice on it. And when you put a pigeon in that scenario, you want to continue the relaxed feel. You'll never see.
Tips and tricks, guys. Ryan's mic just cut out, but not to worry. Mike Vanderyak, are you or MLR going to be home tomorrow for dropping off birds. Yes, we absolutely will be, Mike Vandriak. Good job, Ryan. Not to worry. It just cut out a minute, but we've got you back here now.
We're back.
You're back.
You're okay.
Yep.
So,
we're good.
Again, pigeons, when you're photographing them, you have to be calm. One thing I'm going to tell you, when I was in Europe, I photographed pigeons on 2-foot tables. I photographed pigeons in showers up on a ledge. I found the higher I photograph them, head level, chest level, it works the best. The lower they are, the pigeons want to go by you. They don't like it. They like to be high up. I don't know why. It's just a better photo. You got to make their feet feel good. If you want them to stand nice, their feet have to be feeling good. For instance, first time on ice skates, do you stand up straight?
No, you don't. Bambi.
That's right. Well, take a look at Bambi, and this is it. So you want the feet to feel good, and then what you do is you use your magic wand, and that's the key right there. You see the bunt end of it, and you see the feather. And you know what else I would add to this as well? I'm going to add eventually to this a piece of rubber when I get it, because sometimes you need to grab the bands on older birds. The feet are a little larger to turn the band. The feather sometimes doesn't do it.
There you go. Mike Vandriak wants to know, are you or Elmar going to be home tomorrow for dropping off birds? I answered, but I think you should as well.
Yeah, we'll be home. We're always home, Mike. Somebody is always here, and if we have takes a moment, we'll make sure that we're here. But yes, we will be here. Yes, yes.
Rita says Ryan has a caring touch with his birds. We respect the athletes. I think Ryan and I have always been raised right from the time we were born, because we were born into it, that the pigeons are part of your family. You respect them as part of like a dog or a cat or your mother or your father or a sister or a brother. Ryan and I have always been raised that the pigeons are part of the deal. They're part of the package. And perhaps that's why Ryan is such a natural with them, because he was raised with them, and as was I. And we've just been taught from a child that pigeons are part of the family. They come with the territory.
That's yours. That's fine. Thanks, Bob. Oh, almost working on the internet, and so that's good. Okay, sorry, Leah.
Yeah, okay, we have more comments and questions. Mike Vandriak, wonder what would happen if you used a hawk flight feather. Well, yeah, Mike, we're not quite there yet, but good idea. Mike Vandriak, brilliant idea. Using a feather with a stick, great combo. Another pioneer trendsetter. Well, we're going to see how many people copy us on that one. We got to trademark that, Ryan.
Oh, I'm not going to trademark it. You know what? If I can help these people get better, then great. And I'll tell you something. There's one thing I can't teach anybody. But I'm going to say this, and sorry for your kids. Shit. Damn it. And you get madder and madder and madder, and the bird doesn't react. The madder you get, the worse they go. Because why? They feel your energy. Yes. You go into the loft and you're happy, you're going to be happy. Now we're going to go in. Ricky's going to lighten his birds up. Ricky's going to do some feeding. I'm going to do some feeding and get mine into the dark. Mine are going to be darkened a little later today. It's not that big of a deal. We're in the opening days here. So Ricky's got his feed mix over there, and we will go in and see Ricky's birds. We already made the water up. Clear water today. Nice, clean, clear, beautiful. We're going to check in these new birds as well. We'll do Ricky's and mine.
I want to give a big shout out to Les Gerard. I believe you're from the UK, friend. We would like to have you part of the Pioneer family and the Pioneer Village. You are such a great asset to this family. I see you posting and commenting and liking. Pioneer Master Breeder Auction coming up. Les, if you're from the UK, you can get involved.
And guys, you're going to see Ricky's Loft. This is called Darkening. Remember, Darkening. Darkening is many different ways. You're going to see dark. Is this dark? I don't know if this is dark. This is what I call the best dark you're ever going to get. This is called workable dark. That's almost not dark. It's not dark. But I will tell you something. I'm going to tell you how. I'm going to tell you in this loft. Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you when you know it's dark. When you see beams of light, you've got your darkening right. Because when Richard opens these panels up, you're not going to see no beams of light. So, Ricky, on your inaugural Lightning, good luck.
We're going to slow this down a minute. Let's explain to everyone what's happening here right now in the loft. Slow it down.
Ricky can't hear you. So these birds here, they're going to be about 10 weeks, 12 weeks in the darkening system. Richard, we do the darkening here. We're in Canada, so we can darken here. This is how we fly young pigeons. We use a darkening system, okay? And it's to stop the flights from molting, so the pigeons race with new body feathers, and they have their old baby feathers, the flight feathers, so they have full wings, because pigeons fly faster with a full wing than they do with holes in the wing. There's your flight. So if you're missing one flight feather, you're stroking, you're slower. That's faster. That's slower. Get it? Full wing. You want full wings. And darkening. How dark does dark have to be? Do you see the beams of light, Leah? See these beams?
So this is Ricky's darkening. Right now, this is darkening.
Darkening. This is darkening. This is darkening. Now you say, well, it's not very dark in here. You can see Richard's there. You can see in his shirt. Now you can't read what he's saying. It's far away. You can get up close. You can see the shirt. Okay, it's dark. I know it doesn't look dark. You can walk through the birds. The birds will move off the perches. But you see the beams of light. You see these beams of light here? That's telling you it's dark in here. Because when Richard opens this all up, you're going to see no beams of light anymore.
Guys, darkening does not mean you leave your birds in pitch dark for 18 hours a day. This here is darkening. This is darkening. You see it? This is darkening. All right, let's go. Then we have a question from Mohammed on YouTube. And I think his camera. Okay, here we go. We picked up again.
Yeah, I'm trying to stop this guy from phoning me. These people don't understand. If you phone my phone and I disconnect you, I'm on a show, people.
It's okay. We're doing good. All right, that's darkening. This now, Ricky's going to lighten the loft. Lighten the loft.
Hello. 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 And again, guys, this is the first time these birds are going to see how these birds lighten. So they're going to be a little different. As they get used to it, they change. It will change. Hello. Hello.
Now you guys are going to clearly see the difference between darkened and lightened.
Hello.
It doesn't have to be pitch dark, guys.
Hold on. Now, we stop at this point. Take a look at the difference. Can you start to see the difference? Look at the light. Look where Richard is. It's the dark. Light into dark. Open them up. And again, you see Richard talks to the pigeons. He says hello to the pigeons. He's getting these pigeons used to. Look at this is new for these pigeons. They have to get used to the panels going by. Hello. Everything is getting used to it. We don't get mad. If a pigeon makes a mistake, it's okay.
Okay, we're all watching and learning together.
The top one. Swivels it. Very simple. And I will move out of the way. Hold that there. That should clear.
Keep in mind, folks, this is the first time these birds have been introduced to any of this. The loft, the handlers, the camera, the window motion.
Now, I got these panels here to open.
Okay. So you see the light now. Boy, we got light, eh? Total difference. You see the pigeons starting to exercise on the floor.
That means good morning.
That means good morning. Window's open. Go sit on the ledge of the window. Very good.
Hello. Hello.
You see he moves calm. He talks to the pigeons, getting the pigeons used to his voice. You build the bond. You slowly build your bond.
Les Gerard, how many pigeons are you having?
There you go. and we'll do this after you feed.
All right.
And here's the yellow drop. We're going to check in.
Ryan, can you
Here you
hear
go.
me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yeah,
Les
happy
wants
there.
to know how many birds per loft.
225 per loft. I will take the one out with the red band, or the blue band, that's for you. 225 per loft.
Mohammed wants to know on YouTube, we need to know which is the best one, pigeon vaccine, for small 4-week-old pigeons.
The red band or the blue band?
That
I like the
covers all
Rhoda.
diseases.
You're gonna start with the Rhoda.
Which one? Blue band?
Blue band's yours, yeah.
So let's
I
just
would
slow
start
that
with
down.
the Rhoda.
Yeah, slow it
Rhoda,
down. Mohammed, go ahead, Ryan.
do your Rhoda vaccine first. Then you want to hit them with the PNV vaccine. Okay, that's what you want to do. And then if you're somebody that wants to do herpes or you want to do adeno, you can do all that. That's up to you. But definitely your Rhoda for sure should be on a must. Rhoda first.
Okay, let's take a look at the yellow drops and let's tell everyone why we're giving the yellow drops. And I'll be right back.
All right, so we're going to give them a yellow drop here. And guys, this is the yellow drops, simple, canker, respiratory, natural product. You can't overdo it. You use it in the food, you use it in the water, you use it in the mouth, and you are going to see Richard give this bird a drop right in the mouth with the yellow drops. Simple. I'll grab you the drinker here, or Ricky. And again, I'm going to hold on to that bird. I'll hold on for a second. You put the drinker out, give him a drink. Normally, guys, because we got some younger ones in here, we do the drinking normally on a milk crate off the ground. You see, just like this. I like to keep the water clean, but we've got some younger birds. So what are we using today? We're putting it on the ground. Okay. And that's just a 1 liter drinker. There's 15 pigeons in here. You can give them a quick dunk. The drinker we will move back up, but for feeding, Richard's going to feed. Give each pigeon a dunk. This pigeon's drinking already, no problem, but you want to know what he knows? He's been shown where the drinker is once. One time. Put your feeder there. You can feed.
Why is that important? To show them the drinker.
Because you want to know what? Let them have a moment to see the drinker, and away you go. Very, very simple. They know where the water is. We show them where the water is. Now, we're not big users of feeders, but to start, we always use a bit of feeders, get them used to that. You see Ricky comes in. You got the grit there. Put the grit down.
See them looking?
Oh, yeah, they're looking. Again, guys, many ways to skin a cat here. You see, we're going to eventually, Richard will feed them in what we call the feeding section, okay, the dining room. But right now, we're getting them to crawl before they walk or before they run. And
Let's
you see
see
it there.
who's going to be first.
Well, and right now, nobody might not be first. This could take an hour for them to figure this out. But you see, pigeons slowly come.
And this is what we want to show you. The struggle that they go through right from the get-go. This is stress for them, right? They're hungry.
They are on this beach sand.
Yeah, and like Richard says here, because we're using a different mics today, you see the comfortableness they have on the brick stand. They're picking. That's fine. They want to come over to the feeder. They've never seen this feeder before. You see the twizzling.
Guys, this is what they go through, right?
Look at this little young hen here.
And it's funny, the youngest pigeon's coming over.
Who will be our first one? Les wants to know, what are you feeding the young ones? He missed the first part of the show. So, Ryan, just a brief overview of what we're feeding today.
Today's just a real simple mix. It's just a turkey grower pellet that's got 28% protein, a little bit of that. We've got a little bit of reindeer corn, a little bit of wheat, a little bit of barley, and a little bit of oats. A little
And
bit of hemp
please,
oil, and a little bit
perfect,
of birch yeast. That's
perfect.
it.
Very simple stuff that you can all find at your local feed store. But you're seeing here what a new group of pigeons, when they're not familiar with their environment, what they go through. We want to bring it to you so you know. We don't have to write it down, we're showing you. You see the struggle? You see, they're not quite sure. This one here is going. Look at this. We got a winner. Do we got a winner?
And again, these birds, they haven't seen a feeder like this. This is different. This
Look
is
at that.
all different.
We got a
All
winner.
different. So guys, when we say train your birds, have a different feeder, feed them on the floor, feed them in a plastic feeder, make a wooden feeder, change it up. They show less and less stress to it.
You see, if they're not familiar with that feeder and they're in a weird place and they're out of their element, some of these birds, it could take them 3 days before they eat. Now, if you don't go, if we don't go for 3 days without feed, we're weak, we're tired, we're stressed, we're looking. Look at them go. Look at that. Good job. Good job.
Slow and steady, slow and steady. And again, we're gonna leave the feed out. Leave it out for them. Let them pick at it. It's okay. No problems. And again, the second time he feeds, they'll be faster. And the third time, faster. And the fourth time, eventually, there's no problems. And then we move them in to his feed room. Change it up a bit. Start feeding them. And again, we like feeding on the floor. That's what we really like. Me and Ricky are not big feeder people. But for what we're doing here, you see.
Can I ask you a question? Why are you starting with feeders? Why is it important to start with feeders in a one loft race? Why?
It gets the brain working. Okay, it's easy to take the feed right away. Say, you get no more feed. Done. We don't leave feed. We're not feed leavers. When it's time to eat, we eat. What did we ask them now? We asked them to eat. What are they doing? They're eating. We have
They're
out
eating.
of 17 birds here. We've got one up on the perch, on the top perch, but he'll come down.
And let's see that one
And
on the top perch, Ryan. Can we just see? Let's just see what he's doing. Is he thinking about it? He's contemplating? What is he doing?
Yeah, he's going to come down here now. He's going to come down in a second. I'm just letting him. I'm not moving. And you see, you got the drinker down there, which that'll eventually be moved up. And there, you got the two there. The one was down there. You got one more right up at the
Here
top.
we go. Here we go.
Coming down in about a second here.
This is a slow and steady process. Any one loft race who says just, take the birds and then, we're good to go, they're lying to you. This is a very slow and steady process.
And I'm going to put this in Ricky's ear. I'm going to go grab some stuff. So we'll bring Ricky on. Ricky Lee is there. So you put this in your ear. Okay, and it'll connect.
Guys, if you have questions, now is the time. We're having a look at Loft Manager Richard doing the first feeding at the Pioneer 2022 One Loft race. We've got about 45 perches left available. We have 2 lofts running. It is Loft Manager Ryan versus Loft Manager Richard. You guys are going to see everything, every step of the way. We will be live on Facebook and on YouTube all day, every day for the next 5 months of race season. You guys are going to follow this ride along with us. Look at this.
Hello, Leah.
Eating. Hello, Loft Manager Richard.
Yeah.
Loft Manager Richard
Yeah.
is in the house if you guys have questions. for Loft Manager Richard. If you have questions about what we're feeding, what we're doing, who we are, or where we're going, let us know in the comments. What do you think, Loft Manager Richard, of your first little group of team?
Well, as you can see, I've got some birds here that are roughly, I would say, 5 weeks, 6 weeks old. 5 weeks, 35 days, 42 days old at least. And then I also have some youngsters here that are probably around the 28-day mark, 24th to 28-day mark. And like if you see there's a blue pied there, he can't really even get off the floor. But as you see how their brains work, because he can't, get off the floor and fly, but his brain works the same as the older birds. I can join in and eat. And as you see, look at the little blue bar hen there. She's probably only about 24 days old. And she is right in there. I don't know if you see her, Leah. She's between the mealy, the mealy and the white or grizzle. She's right in there now. She's going to come over to the water. Now there's a blue bar going at the drinker there. Do you see it?
Yep.
Yeah. And the pied on my right is looking. So yeah, they're doing real well. They're really enjoying it. We lightened them up. As you can see them exercising, that shows they're happy. So far they're happy, and they've only been here a day. So
Tracy has a question. When will you announce Ricky and Ryan's team names? Guys, if you want team names, you need to look at the post on Facebook, come up with names. We're going to vote. We're going to come up with the best 3 for each team tomorrow night on tomorrow night's family show. And then we have the whole week to vote. So you guys will vote on the best team names for Loft Manager Richard and Loft Manager Ryan. We have a question or we have a comment from Germany. Hello, dear pigeon friends around the world, and greetings from Germany. Nice to see you on, Alex. You are watching the 2022 Pioneer 1 Loft race, Loft Manager Richard's Loft. The first feeding in the loft. As you see, we've got what do you call that, brick sand?
Yeah.
Loft Manager Richard is going with a dry litter loft. Loft Manager Ryan is going with the granules. We're going to show you how both methods work fantastic in your own loft. This is not only for one lofts. You can use brick sand in your own loft. You can use the loft granules in your own loft. We're trying to show you how you can implement these techniques into your own team, your own loft. We're here to help, guys. If you have questions, let us know in the comments. Les, will you feed 1 or 2 times a day? Loft Manager Richard, how many times a day are you going to feed these guys?
I would like to go with twice a day. So they're going to get. I'm just going to see how they feel and whatever. I like to go with twice a day. Just after I dark them, give them a bit of feed, and then they'll be able to go out. I'm going to lighten them. I should say after I darken them. After I lighten them, give them a little bit of feed like now, and then later on, maybe a couple hours before dark, I'll call them in, and they're going to get their evening feeding.
Jay-Z says pigeons are good followers, and I think that is the key here, guys. Listen, they look to you for direction. Once you're going to domesticate a pigeon, they look to you for direction, and you need to direct them in the right way to get them to do what you want them to do. And I think that is a great saying there. They're good followers. You have to train them. You have to train them.
They like training. They like to learn. They like training. They like the calmness. When you go in the loft, be calm, relaxed. The loft is their home. This is where they should feel relaxedness, safety, and that's what you must give your birds. This is the place where it's to be calm, happy, safe.
Right.
So, and
And
I've seen this. You see it already on the first day. I see birds sitting in the sun. I see them exercising just on the first day. So look at that little blue bar. She's into the grid already. You see her?
amazing.
Yeah.
And please
Yeah.
remember, guys, this is day one. These birds have not even been here 24 hours. So what are we trying to do here? We're trying to create a calm environment. We've got the camera on. We want them, first of all, to get used to the camera and get used to their environment. It's very important that the birds go through the least amount of stress as possible. Stress kills pigeons, especially young ones. Keep it calm. Keep it simple.
Yeah. And the birds, this is going to get raked out once a day, going to get raked through.
So we have a
I want to do
question.
this. Yeah.
We have a question from Andrew on YouTube. He wants to know why the turkey pellets.
Turkey pellets, I like the high protein. It's 28% protein. I think it's very good. Also, it's a little easier for them to digest at this stage. So, but I'm really after the protein. That's what I'm after. Protein's very important to grow bones, nice feathering. It's very, very important. You won't get that kind of percentage in a mixed grain like with peas, beans. You will not get that percentage of high protein. Same as the kitty litter, it's about 20%, not kitty litter, kitty food, cat food is about 22% high protein. So it's very good.
And protein is so important with youngsters.
He uses it. Won't let me show it on camera. He says that they'll tell him he's nuts.
Oh, he uses it?
Yeah, mix it in his mix. He mixes about 10%.
Yeah. I don't know if we should mention that.
Oh, we are
He
live,
didn't want me to
guys.
show it because he says that the people will attack him, right?
Yeah,
we
Ryan
are
was just
live and we can hear and see everything.
Right. So Ryan was just mentioning that when he went to visit Verstrada, Xavier, Xavier mixes about 10% of cat food pellets, cat kibbles, into his mix, but he didn't want to come on and say it on the video because he said everybody would think he was crazy. Well, it's not crazy.
It's not crazy.
Right. So
we call that off the record.
Yeah.
We're gonna go over to my loft now.
All right.
Yep. Let's go take a look.
Okay.
We're going to head over to Loft Manager Ryan's loft. You're going to see totally two different setups, two different ways to bake a cake.
That's what we're going to see.
If you have questions, let us know. Les wants to know, can you use protein powder?
Sure, you listen. Protein powder. You know Bob Bodden, we talked about him, he passed away. He used to use fish pellets. He says the droppings were horrible smelling, but fish pellets work as well. Guys, there's many ways. Take a look at Kevin Zarafa, breeder tip. What are you guys doing in here? Huh? You guys look like you're too mature for this room.
Okay, guys, if you don't know what we've done, we have switched lofts. We are now in Loft Manager Ryan's loft. As you see, a completely different setup. This is Ryan's first of the intakes. Ryan, go ahead.
All right, these birds, they get scraped out every day. Very, very, I would say this is an English style section, per se. We've got individual box perches to show anybody who doesn't know. that's your box perch right there. There's the size of it compared to my hand. Size of it this way. So it's a good, basically a 10 by 10 box perch. I scrape out every day. There's the droppings for today. I left that in so you guys could see I've already scraped. Now these birds are going to be on the morning system. So they wake up with the sun and they go to bed. Here in the afternoon, they're going to go to bed here now shortly. I'm going to feed them. They haven't had any feed since they've been here. It's going to be their first feeding. And we're going to start this off. You will see how we do it. Let me set this here for a moment.
While you set that up, Ryan, I want to reiterate, guys on YouTube or Facebook, if you want to see two completely different ways to race pigeons, please subscribe to our channel because you will see it all season long. We have Loft Manager Ryan's way and we have Loft Manager Richard's way. Why are we doing this? We want to show you and educate you that there can be two completely different ways to bake a cake and get the same top results.
That is
Loft
correct.
Manager Ryan does things quite a bit differently than Loft Manager Richard, as you guys will see. This is about tips and tricks and educating those that don't know that there are many different ways to win this. Rita says, gotta love Ricky. We all love Ricky. Jay-Z, I use Feather Fixer. Best stuff to get them through the molt. Feather Fixer. Jay-Z, send me the link. And also, we are always here to get tips and tricks from you guys. We do not know everything. We will never know everything. Pigeon racing is an evolving sport where we all learn from each other. I've got a comment, and then I'm going to get to you, Ryan, in a second. Alex from Germany wants to know, how many pigeons can it hold total? We're going for 225 birds per loft. What is that noise? It's bothering my ears.
Well, you're going to, Leah, you're going to have to slow, Leah, I'm going to need you to slow down a second. I'm calling the birds for a second. We're going to get to the questions.
Oh.
I'm changing it up this year. Normally, you guys wouldn't get this, but I'm changing it up. So it's going to be a little bit annoying. Again, granules on the floor granule. You see it. These birds here, they're going to act different. I'm in the section.
So you're using a whistle? Oh, God.
You're going to hate that, Leah. But that's what you get.
So Loft Manager Ryan is going to use a whistle this year, and Loft Manager Richard is going to use his mouth. Here we go, guys. That hurts me.
Oh, it hurts me too. I prefer whistling, but we have the same whistle, so I wanted to change it up a wee bit. Now, maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't know. I haven't made that decision. I'm not a whistle person. I find
her dogs are freaking out.
Well, if your dogs are freaking out, Tracy, you know what I say? Forget a whistle then. It sounds so much better. That's my call.
It's so much better. I just can't. I can't do the. I can't. We've made the executive decision that you're both going with whistle, your regular whistle. I can't do it.
I wanted to see. I can't see. I'm just not a whistle kind of guy. Some people, they use the whistle. Some people don't. I can't.
Here we go. You are watching the first feeding in Loft Manager Ryan's loft. Who will do better? I think Loft Manager Richard did great. Just going to put that out there. No pressure, Ryan.
I don't really worry about pressure at all.
As we
wait. It's a long way to roam.
As we wait.
Well, actually, you know what? I just decided to do the same whistle as Ricky copied me. Is the reason being on this is because, hey, if he's here and I'm not, at least that we have the same tune. So.
Rita says, much better. Leaves the damn whistle. I agree, Rita.
Oh.
Jay-Z says, shake the can. Rita, I got a special spot for you. on the bitches. I'm just saying, you better get in it if you want to win it. We're going to beat the boys. Troy says the whistle, it's more consistent. The mouth whistle or I can't deal with that other thing the whole season. No.
They're not used to me, so we'll have to let them come over. And again, it's a smaller section. It's a tighter to the bottom. And that's okay. You see how it is.
We have questions. Christy, what's on the floor?
Granules.
Versalaga floor granules on Loft Manager Ryan's floor. We have brick sand in Loft Manager Richard's floor. Angry Brit wants to know, loving your content, mate. Keep it up. You deserve to have way more subs, especially loved your tour of Fans Victory UK and Belgium fanciers. Angry Brit, we're coming to the UK in October. You better come to Doncaster. We want to meet you.
And as you see, they're looking to go down. Again, I can see a little thirsty. You can see a few of them blinking. This one here blinking a little bit. You hear the roosters, boy. The roosters are hollering today. They will learn. They will figure this out. Slow and steady.
Alex from Germany, this channel is the best of the best. Guys, make sure you subscribe. You're going to follow us along all season long.
And what we're going to do is take a little pressure off me. We're going to go look at Ricky's birds, show his for a second. Because, sometimes, guys, you know what you got to do? When your kid is afraid to ride the bicycle, you just put the bicycle on the driveway and say, hey, wait for 10 minutes to see if he's crying. That's success. Hello. Again, you see them come over. Now, the only thing we haven't put on here is our little hook to open this up. All the birds go out into the aviary. This one's thirsty, you see?
Yeah. See him blinking?
This one right here on the table, a little bit thirsty, which is good. This is called coming in and looking. And that's why Richard come over to my loft, he takes a look. I come into Richard's loft, he take a look. You look, you see, you look, you see, you look. Look.
How do we know they're thirsty, Ryan? Angry Brit, before you show everyone how we know. Angry Brit says, I'll definitely be at the Doncaster show. I'll be sure to introduce myself. You better, because we are dying to meet you guys. Fans from the UK, Europe, and all over, we are going to be in your area. And make sure you come and visit us and take a photo. We'd love to meet you. Let's promote this sport, guys.
And there you see Richard's. Nice and slow, nice and steady.
The little bluebird's trying to get a drink there. You see him?
Trying to get a drink. And I say another thing. We'll show you another good trick. You got, hold on. Talk to Ricky. I'm going to put this up here for a second. You talk to Leah, and I show you another drinking tip.
Christy wants to know, is that sand? Yes. Let's explain again about the sand.
Pardon, I didn't hear.
We've got a lot of people asking about the sand.
Right.
So let's explain again about the sand. It's very simple, guys. What is that sand, Dad?
The sand is brick sand. It's not a clay sand. As you can see, the birds exercising, doing a bit of flying in here. You see absolutely no dust coming off it. It makes it's like an air pocket between the floor and the upper part of the sand. So when the droppings hit it's dry, and this loft's going to create its own immunity. I'm only going to rake the sand maybe once a day, maybe every couple days. Just rake it a little bit and turn everything in. It's
Guys, if you don't have time to scrape your lofts, And I get that. Life is busy. Brick sand, this here, is a great way to start a dry litter loft. Right, Dad?
Yeah, I have all the time in the world. I'm retired. I will not scrape my pigeon loft. That's period.
Why?
So
Why?
why? Because I believe the droppings of the birds create an immunity within the loft. It's, I don't know, it's dry at it's beautiful. All my other lofts are dry litter, 1.5 foot of dry litter.
And Dad, how many
And
years have you raced on dry litter? How many years?
I would say about 52 years.
Okay, so
50,
Alex
yeah.
is asking, is sand easy to
For the
clean
thirsty
off?
ones. Excuse me, Ryan just cut in there and I couldn't hear that. Is sand easy what?
To clean off. How does this work, this whole dry litter?
We don't, the idea is we do not clean off the droppings. All we do is, if you got the camera there, I take this rake. You see this?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Right? And all I do is I rake it off. That's it. I rake it in, I rake it in. And right now, we don't have any lumps. A lot of times we call it the lumps. I just take the lumps off, maybe, and that's
daily?
it.
Daily?
Not even daily. Every couple days, maybe once a week. The loft will create its own immunity. It'll be so dry in here. You don't clean the sand. You never clean it. You just rake it through, and if you get any lumps, you just take them out and throw them away, and that's about it.
Guys and girls, this is why we are showing you this method. If you're pressed on time, this method works. The brick sand, the granules, the brick sand is like cheaper than granules. It will work in your loft.
This brick sand here cost us was about 3/4 of a ton of brick sand was $40. So it's very
$40.
inexpensive. Yeah. And now underneath the sand, I put a skiff of lime powder, right? The hydrated lime. I put that underneath the sand on the floor. So any little bit of moisture goes through there, it's automatically going to be killed. Any problems there will be killed. So,
why are we showing you this? We're showing you this because many people do not have access to granules. They don't know, they're not sure. We're showing you there's 2 ways to do this successfully. Can you ask Ryan to move the camera, please? Because we're a bit stagnant.
Can you move the camera?
There we go.
You said we're stagnant.
Okay, so that is brick sand. Now we're going to go into Ryan's loft and we're going to show the granules.
All right. Now, Leah, you see some of the birds, they look thirsty in here, right? Hello?
I think we're stuck.
Can you hear me?
I think we're stuck.
No, we're not stuck. We're not stuck.
Oh, okay, we're not stuck. All right, move the camera then.
We're not stuck.
Oh, there we go.
Well, I can't move the camera and do everything. You're gonna have to just listen and wait. Birds are thirsty. Remember, they see the drinker. Hello. We're gonna give them another drinker. Now, what do pigeons love to hear? They love to hear water. Hearing water is like the best of the best sound, right? Let them listen to that water. Give them a little bit of water. You see, they come, they have a drink.
We have a question. Christy wants to know, but do the pigeon dust stick to the sand or rise when the pigeons fly up or down from the perch? Great question.
Oh, just pigeon dust. If you don't stir this up, the pigeon dust doesn't. It just settles. Everything settles. There's no dust. There's no dust. Everything settles. It just sifts right down through. I mean, we can go into lofts with different dry litter. You'll never know it's dry, there's no dust. I don't know how dry litter does it, but it's an amazing thing. It saves you hell of a lot of time. But you see, give them a drinker, give them another option. Those birds heard the drinker. They're going to find it. We're going to watch them. Again, I'm going to go over now to my loft and we take a look and see if my kids are moving.
And guys, if you have any doubts about a dry litter loft, you're going to watch the Pioneer, Richard's Loft, from start to finish and how the dry litter works. It is a godsend if you do it correctly.
Oh, they're coming down. They're coming down. That's good. Again, they were all down. Picking slowly, slowly, slowly.
So we are now in Loft Manager Ryan's loft. And you see a bit different setup, right? 2 different ways to do this.
Yeah,
He's got the box perches. He's got granules on the floor. He has 4 different sections, whereas Loft Manager Richard is a very much open concept. We want you to see how both methods can be successful.
And that's that, just like that.
Troy says, Leah, if he rakes daily, there won't be any clumps. Compared to no raking for a week, there may be lumps. Well, you can compare it to not raking for 2 years. Obviously, the more poop they produce, there will be more clumps.
With dry litter, you don't have to touch it. You don't have to mess with it. If you want to rake it, you can rake it. If you don't rake it for 10 days, it doesn't matter. It's a dry litter system. It's meant to put less time in cleaning.
Right.
Look, every day. Look at, I scraped this box perch out. Is the box perch really clean?
No.
No. That's a clean box, right? That's clean. That's been scraped. Scraping is pushing shit around. You will never scrape a box perch clean. You will never scrape a floor clean. You cannot scrape it perfectly clean. It does not exist. You can torch it, though.
We have more questions. Love the interaction here, folks. This works best when you all interact. So we have a question. Angry Brit, I prefer... Wait a minute. Robert Knox, do y'all use it for nest bowls? First off.
What do you mean, use it for nest bowls? So a dry litter for nest bowls? Oh, a dry litter nest bowl is a great nest bowl. Yeah, it's how they would do it in a bridge. It's how they would have it in a barn. You can do that as well. Dry litter nest bowls are nest bowls that you put in clean and you use them for a season. You use them for 5 seasons. If you're not adding new birds in, normally it's never a problem.
I can only equate this to if you have a home.
Come on, Ricky.
You know, if you have a home, you have your own smell, you have your own, I don't know, your own essence. This is what we're trying to create here. We have a question. Angry Brit, I prefer a grill floor to sand. However, the birds 100% prefer the sand. Grills just win with me for time and maintaining reasons.
Hey, listen, guys, if you have grills, or use grills or wire, if we were to build these 2 lofts, okay, with a wire floor or grills, either one, I would love to do it. To the eyeball, it is beautiful. Beautiful. Take a look. Let's take a look. Come on. Let's look at a wire floor. Look at that. Holy shit, that's beautiful. You can crap through this. You can piss through this. This is great. Look at it. It's clean. It's clean. That's beautiful. Let's go over here and let's look at the grates. Let's do the same thing because it's great. It is beautiful. To the eye, it is perfect. Beautiful. Look at this. Great. You can do the same thing through. Perfect. Awesome. Great. But this is different. This isn't as beautiful to the eye, maybe. But if I had these grates in my loft, or I had that wire floor in my loft, all the droppings will go through and I will leave the droppings in my loft because you want to know why? You have to build loft immunity.
Can I say something? Okay. When the
I'll be
birds
right back.
do the droppings through a wire floor onto plywood, let's say, or whatever substance you have underneath that wire, the droppings go through, and the droppings it's always wet.
Right.
When the droppings go through, hit 3 inches of sand with the aeration, they become dry. Everything's dry. And then you create, as you keep going, your own immunity in the loft. Right?
And this is what we say. Wire, that's all good. But I won't have wire. You will not see, you see how this loft's off the ground, guys? You won't see a wire floor with them cropping through down into the damp ground and having the dampness come up through the loft. You're not going to see that. You'll see a wire floor on plywood. It might be 6-7 inches, and the droppings all stay in, and there'll still be brick sand under that to keep everything dry.
If I could say a couple words: dampness, wetness. In a pigeon loft, the droppings are wet, and if they are not dried and the floor is not super dried immediately, I hate to say it, the devil comes in.
So there you have this loft. Look at this. You want to show some dry litter or what?
Sure, show them some dry litter.
Dry litter. We see some dry litter this way. Again, I think he cleans this loft out, what? Every 3 years, every year he takes a pail out. He takes the pail out because why? The level builds.
Well, the reason why is
open.
The dry litter gets so deep, I bang my head across the beams inside. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So hello.
Now we're gonna show you real dry litter. Again, all originated down from brick sand.
This litter here is about 1.5 feet.
1.5 feet. And
1.5 feet.
We're gonna show you this, guys. This is dry litter.
Now, first of all, there's no dust in
Hold
here.
on. 1.5 feet. Okay, you're digging down. Okay. If you stir up it, you get dust. But if you see the floor, we're not on high speed here, so this is just like a buffering bag of, you know what?
Pretty much.
Just dry litter.
You see the birds?
It's just dry litter. Look at the bird.
Absolutely no dust.
Bird flies around. There's no dust. Again, to the eye, if you're selling a pigeon, oh, this is dirty. No.
It's not dirty.
It's super. How many young ones you bred? 80 youngsters? How many sick ones you got?
I had to eliminate maybe 3 because, for certain reasons,
And there you see, guys. Look, the feathers painted on. Let me ask you. You normally feed where outside?
Outside here, yeah.
Outside. Look, these are the outside. Grit done. Boom. There's no problems. But again, everyone who bakes a cake can bake it so many ways, and that's why this sport is so great.
I said again, I have all the time in the world. I will not scrape my pigeon loft.
Guys, there's so many different ways to do this. We have a bunch of comments and questions. Ryan, let me know when you're ready.
I don't want too many because you know what? I got to go check my birds. But yeah, you're seeing Ricky's birds here. Go ahead.
Robert Knox says it's all about less cleaning. We couldn't agree more. All very simple and practical. I would rather use sand because I can clean it like a litter box. Angry Brit says, I totally hear you on that. However, that comes into loft design from the start. I have a 4-foot pit beneath a loft with easy access. But you are
Perfect.
totally
Beautiful.
correct. If that isn't accessible, it's a hazard. Angry Brit also says, and dampness. is a serious problem with the wooden floor grills on the board. Angry
Guys,
Brett, hi.
that's what I
Thank
like.
you.
That's common
Thank you.
sense. The man's using common sense. Listen, I'm going to tell you, if I had a loft 4 feet off the ground underneath, I couldn't get that in for my viewers. I love to put wire in. It looks nice. It's great. The birds like it. It's clean, perfect, boom, bang, bing. That's perfect. Do the wire that works for you. Have sand if you want sand. Scrape the loft if you want to scrape it. Guys, so many ways to do it. You look at Alfred Combe Van Zorn. He's a double national winner. He's an Olympiad winner. They scrape the loft 5 times a day. That's what they like. Are they getting world-class results? Yes. You go to other top flyers, great, with the dropping stay underneath. That's what they like. Some guys, they put the wood chunks down. They leave it in all season. That's what they like, and they're getting super results. So to say that we're bad, or Angry Brit's bad, or Emil Denny's is bad, or anyone is, no. Take what you want from this. There's many ways to do it. Take a look at the product. Look at the product. Oh, shit. I didn't have the product on. I had the product on, but I wasn't in.
Take a look at the product. Look at the health. Dry litter. Pigeon shit. Look at that coffee there.
Yeah, well, we see it. Right. And again, look, you talk about old dry litter nest bowls, right? There's your dry litter nest bowl. Buffering.
We show it all.
No, it's all right. You know what? We'll roll, Ricky. I'm going to see how mine look before I get them in the dark.
Guys, we are here to help you on this very stressful journey of pigeon racing as best as we can.
Hello.
We're all in this crap together, so.
Now I'm going to darken mine in. Mine are done eating for today.
We are in Loft Manager Ryan's loft with his participants in his segregated sections.
Hold this like this. Look at me through the camera. Just stay there. So now my loft here, my birds are done eating. My birds are different. My birds are done. They had 15 minutes to eat. Came down, they played around. Good. Now my loft goes into the dark mode. You're going to see I got all the panels shut. I'm going to leave the water with them for about an hour so they can go get a drink. My birds will start responding a little better, I think, tomorrow. Slide the windows shut. And that feed that we made, that fresh feed, we're not going to get rid of that. That all goes to the breeders, so we don't waste any feed. I pulled the feed out, keep the camera on me. So
what are we doing now?
There's my loft.
What are you doing?
I just darkened my loft down. These birds now go into the dark. Okay.
You should be able to get a drink of water if they want.
Oh, look, you see it's dark, eh? Did the bird move purchase?
Yeah.
Move purchase successfully. Everything. They have the drinker here. This one pigeon, I'm going to, hold on one second. I want to check this guy just for if he wants a drink. This guy looks a bit blinky to me. Open that window for a second.
Darren May. We have Darren May, Feathers Elite Pigeon Auction Breeder May Pigeons in the house. Nice to see you on, Darren and Josh. You're seeing how it's done in Canada.
Give them a quick dunk. I never dunk these. Oh, I'm just giving a few a dunk. Give them a quick dunk. I didn't dunk these yesterday, and there we go.
Angry Brit says, I know we share the similar approach. We call it common sense. Well, yes, we do, but some don't have
He's got it. Everyone has common sense. They have to find common sense. Everyone's common sense is different, but I'll say something. Just think, slow down.
He also says, I was shocked you don't stock Van Roby products. Hopefully you get them soon. Angry Bit, don't you worry about that. We're on it. We are on it.
Yesterday I put them in. I just want these guys all to see where the drinker is. Everybody gets a quick drink. And that's that. Again, you see, we'll work on our buffering issues, but we're going to darken them up. They'll move to their spots. I'll leave the water with them for about another hour. And then I take the water away, and they get water now. Tomorrow they'll get it. But that's the darkened loft. That's how dark is. Not overly dark. You can walk through it. You can read. You can read the signs on the wall, as they say, eh? Benzing, you see? That's the clocking system we use. I would not use anything else for any one loft race. Hell, it's the only clocking system I would use in general. Let's see how Ricky's are doing. We go in here.
Guys, if you have questions, now is the time.
Hello. 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 Hello.
We're here for a purpose. That is to help educate and guide you through this process. If you have a participant in this race and you have a question, post it now.
You see, we poured the drinker out in that water, drinker. They come and they have a drink. Guys, it's all about succeed. Pigeons like to see water poured in front of them. Give it to them 2 ways. Perfect. I think on that note.
Robert wants to know, when is the first toss?
Wow. Well, we haven't even finished taking birds in yet, so don't worry. We've got about a month and a half to go before we even start thinking about training. We'll start training around the end of June. Again.
But you know, the great part about that question is people are excited and interested. And guys, if you want to follow our journey along, please subscribe to our page. You're going to have the best time ever. If you love animals and you love competitive sports, pigeon racing is the way to go. Subscribe to our channel. If it just like popped up in your feed and you're like, I have no idea why this popped up. You will love pigeon racing. If you love animals and you love to be competitive, pigeon racing is the way to go. Go ahead, Ryan.
And yes, guys, Richard, he leaves us just for now the table here to get them into the aviary. They're not going out in the aviary yet. We're not worried at all about putting birds into aviaries. This is day one. This is like crawling. Take your time. You see them still eating, still drinking. You see it's a total different feel in your loft compared to mine, eh? Yeah. Mine is like tight.
You see the enjoyment?
Oh, I see it.
See the twizzle when they fly up?
I could be beat this year. Oh no.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get your ass whooped.
They're gonna be able to go out whenever they want to go out. They're gonna go out. They're gonna learn slowly. They're gonna go out.
And again, you slowly move the drinker up onto the table. They go out into the aviary and they enjoy. And that's what the aviary looks like from this part. Leah, I think on this note, today
we have questions. Sorry. Do you have the same problem in Canada we have in the UK, dwindling fancier numbers? Angry Brit, yes, we absolutely do. But we are here to change that. We are here to make pigeon racing interactive and virtual, where you don't even have to have a pigeon, but you can be excited about what your pigeon can do for you. The Pioneer Racing Pigeon Club is about to take pigeon racing global. We want all people to get involved and to love these animals and this sport. The only way we can do this is if you subscribe, like, and share our content. Let's make pigeon racing beat horse racing. That's what I'd love.
Hello, I'm here.
Go ahead.
Sorry about that. When the people call, it ruins the feed, but I will get that fixed
Yes,
for tomorrow.
Tracy wants to know, what did she ask? Is it too late for me to put all 7 of my birds in Ricky's loft? Uh-oh, Ryan. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No,
Uh-oh.
no problem.
You're sucking. You're sucking.
That's okay.
Ricky's loft is like Club Med.
It's a different feel. It's a different building. That's what you see. We had people say 2 weeks ago the birds are going to be crazy and wild and all over and blah 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 blah.
But you see the difference. Open concept versus sections.
Look at these birds don't know me. They let me look how close they let me get up to them.
Oh my God. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that bird?
Oh, that's Roman. That's Roman's bird. That was the
Oh
first one to
my.
drink.
Oh
Look at
wow.
here's one of Frank's chocolates right out of Jump, last year's winner.
Guys, if you want to follow these pigeons' journey the whole way, all 5 months, subscribe.
There's another one. There's Kathy Eichhorn's entry.
White Lightning.
Yeah, white lightning. Don't choke, Leah. Don't choke on lightning. And there you see it. And that's what a pigeon man does when he doesn't have to scrape a loft. Sitting and watching and observing, seeing, smelling, looking, feeling through your eyes, feeling. You don't read it in a book. You take your time, and right there, that's the book. Sit on the milk crate and watch pigeons.
By the way, on Thursdays, they're all going to be enjoying everything bagels.
You know, and Leah, and you guys can't hear Richard from here. What did he just say? On Thursday, they're going to enjoy everything bagels. Do you see? Take out what you want in this.
They're going to be fed in the park.
Fed in the park on Thursdays.
This is what you see, a pigeon man of 60 some odd years enjoying it. Amazing.
There you have it.
We have more questions. Where are we here? Do you put your booties on for your shoes for germ tracking from outside?
No.
Let's talk about germs, Ryan. Germs.
Oh, well, I'm going to say something. We worked in the waste business for, I don't know, our whole lives, other than pigeons. And I'll tell you something. I never get sick. You know how much germs we were in the garbage business? Your hands, garbage, trash, moving tarp, stuff like this. Hell, eat my sandwich. The coffee cup sitting on the dash of the truck. Dust is going in it from the transfer. Dirt, dust. Shake people's hands. Don't wash my hands. Say hi to people. This, that, this. You know what? I think germs is good. I think the cleaner everything gets, the cleaner you get it. Too clean. Man, you get problems. Same with kids. You see the kids outside. They go play in the dirt. They got dirt in their fingernails. They put the fingers in their mouth. They're running around. They're like little hillbilly kids. Man, they're strong as bulls. Then you get another kid. They're giving them white wipes or whatever they are and sanitary to hands. And the kid's constantly sick and sneezing. Now, hey, everyone bakes a cake different. These pigeons are going to go out on this yard. These pigeons are going to mingle. These pigeons are pigeons. And you know what? They have to have immunity. They have to have strength. Leah, are you okay there?
No.
I just want to make sure you're not choking on oxygen or something, Leah. But
no.
I don't worry about the booties and this and that. If I get into that kind of stuff and Richard gets into that stuff, this ain't the sport for us.
It's over.
It's over. It's getting too spickety span clean. And you know what? The cleaner they are, the quicker you lose them.
Right?
These birds will have their own immunity. They'll be strong like bulls.
There you see.
Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, wow.
And again, you just see it here slowly, slowly, slowly. There's an
You
auction
see it,
bird that you guys are
guys.
going to be able to
They've got to
purchase.
go the distance, man. They have a very long road ahead of them. Do I envy them? No, I do not. But you guys sent your best. And look at them go. They have such a long road ahead. Wow. Amazing. Right?
And again, guys, I can't guarantee anything, just like Richard can't. We could get young bird sickness, head twisting. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what you're going to come across, but you try your best. And I always say the cream will always rise to the top. Slow and steady. Not everything is perfect. So here today is perfect. Tomorrow might not be as perfect. We take our time, slow, 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 but you're going to follow along the whole way.
You
So
know,
guys,
the
buckle up.
beautiful thing about this is our breeders have put their best, brought their best, the cream of the crop. And we are going to meet that and say we are going to match that and make a beautiful combination. I mean, it's amazing.
Well, we'll wrap it up, Leah, here in my loft to show them mine are in the dark. Hello. Hey, guys. Hello, hello, hello. 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 Hey, guys. Hello. Are they all separated into their own box? There you go. Mine are in the dark. All right, Leah, I'm ready to wrap this up. I got about 10% left on the old bad. So you know what that means.
All right.
Time to cut the engines. You know, I got to thank
Great
everybody for
show
tuning
today,
in.
guys. Yeah, go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead, Ryan.
Thanks for tuning in. Leah broadcasted it good. You guys had great questions from all over the world. Yes, you can still get in. We're taking birds to the end of May here, May 25th weekend. Yes, for people on the outside, you will be able to purchase auction birds that are going to be raced out of here. We've got some donations. There are going to be probably 20, 25 donation birds up for grabs. So anybody in the world can participate. That's Loft Manager Ricky with the felines. He's got his own youngsters out on the roof. You see blue versus red, red versus blue. Sponsored by Benzing. Guys, this is the clocking software of the future. Well, it's the best of the best. I'm going to start working on building the deck. Good job, Ricky. They look good. Hey, Leah, we're done. Adios. Finished it. You have anything you want to add?
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. That's Ricky. I'm Ryan, and Leah is whatever you envision in your mind. Wait, here's Leah. There she is.